Greetings. Hello again. This is me, Anthony. I'm back again for the second part of the series on for lessons for women for women to learn how to get along and better understand men. And with that being said, as I was talking about last night, if you want a guy to respect you, make sure you treat him with respect. Remember Luke chapter 6 verses 27 through 42. Treat others the way you treat others. Teaching about treating others and teaching about not judging. So basically, it's about that same concept. There are some things I forgot to add on before I closed out. Before I closed up shop last night. So I'm gonna add a few things to it. So yes, I also forgot to give you a story based on what I said about women's rights, about Susan Anthony. There's another individual named Rosa Parks, and what she did was fought segregation. She refused to give up her seat to a white man, a white person, and she got arrested for it. She stood her ground and got arrested for it, and later moved to Detroit. Her brother made sure she got there safely because they feared for her safety. So Rosa Parks fought segregation and was taught how to do it. Even Martin Luther King supported her. So yes, and the reason why I say that, and add that to that statement, because there is, since ladies, and I hope this will benefit you on pursuing, because I really don't see no excuse for you not to pursue. And if you're living in this modern world, you need to come out of there. Because as I stated back in 2004, I got asked out on a weekend of Valentine's Day. I got asked out. I wasn't prepared for it. And now I am ready. Like I said earlier, I'm not allowed to pursue, I'm not allowed to date, I'm not allowed to have nothing. But he didn't say I'm allowed to have friends, female friends, and give me some pointers on how to treat a woman. He didn't say anything about that. I was just told not to date. Sorry about that. I'm in a public area right now, and the truck is pretty much loud. So yeah, I was told not to date. God told me, even He sent His servants to tell me that too. So that should benefit you when I just told you about Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was a brave woman too, just like Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony fought for women's rights and women all over. So ladies, there really should be no excuse for pursuing. If women can go find jobs in school and take on their education and do whatever they want, I see no reason for them to not pursue and let a guy go for them. But like I said, I can't speak for most men. I'm just speaking for myself and my experience that I gave out. So if you want a guy to respect you, make sure you treat him the same respect. Respect works both ways. You want him, pursue him. You might not like it, but if you're going to pursue me, I welcome the idea. I had women who gave me love, acceptance, and understand my pain and who I am. Not because I want to, because I didn't come here for the drama and the bars and the drinking. I came to get healed. I came to get free. And there's a church nearby that I go to, a very special, unique church. So I recommend. I know we're called out, but I never fall into it. I don't allow myself to go into something I don't like. I made it clear to them, I don't drink. Never did. I want you to tear down my family. I don't want this to happen to me. All I want to do is evolve to the next level and growth. If you want a man to treat you right, make sure you treat him right too. And respect works both ways. All I could do, for example, I just write, when I see a girl spirit, a woman spirit, and it's so powerful, I write her a card, say, hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I just gave her a card. If it's someone that is close to me, I'll make sure she gets a card too. Respect is worked both ways. Respect is earned, not given. Remember that. And if you don't like how I say it, there's the door you can leave. What I'm just giving you is hand out free information available, and I'm not charging you for nothing. Just free information that is needed to support. I don't need and let me give you a disclaimer alert. I'm not doing this for a business or a profit. I'm just giving out free information. It's coming, basically pouring my light out, giving you experiences of what I've been through as a male. Because why? Because I refuse to be that dominant male that everybody want me to be. I set a lot of boundaries and make sure that my boundaries don't get crossed. So, like I said in this statement, women are not the only ones that friend zone guys, because I friend zone women too. I don't see no future with them because they don't see nothing with me. It's basically how that works for me, and it helps me in my favor. It protects me from not getting hurt and getting my heart smashed to smithereens. And when I say that, because I had that happen. In 2003, it was a month I will never forget that day that I was hated. She told me, and this girl in my classroom, I hate you. You suck. She told me and my boy that. But what did I do to you? All I did was be nice to you. And a month after that, it was Valentine's Day, so I gave you a card. Trying to be nice to her, hope she had a great day, all that fuzzy stuff. And what she did, take my card and rip it apart and broke it, which broke my heart and damaged me. I was so mad. I was in pain, broke down, shock. I couldn't even recover that for a week after that. And it was happening in school. 2003 was the worst school year ever. I was in emotional pain, wreckage because of that girl. What did I do to you? What did I do to you to deserve that much hate? All I did was try to be your best friend, and this is what I get. What did I do to deserve that? And I looked at my life. Back then, I didn't know what it meant to be a Christian. I didn't know anything. All I did was go to church. Was that mean something? I didn't understand prayer. I didn't know anything of this. I tried to reach out and no one cared. They just pretended they cared. So at church, I always love and stuff. And when the pastor asks, you welcome somebody in, ask them a big hug. And when I try to ask for a hug, some of the women rejected me. I was just trying to be open. I even put myself out there, and what did it get me? A conversation, and my auntie had to come talk to me about it and make people feel uncomfortable. What am I allowed to feel? What am I allowed to connect? Even when it's time for me to go get family, I still had a hard time going through that. It was hard back then. But now, here I am with amazing results. Remember, results may vary. And disclaimer alert, if this video, hold on, what is this? Oh, no, it's just my finger. Oh yeah, disclaimer alert, if this video gets taken down, I guarantee you it will be back. And I will let you know out front right now, this video will be back. And so anyway, in gratitude of that part series, all I did was treat you with love and respect, and this is what I get. As a male, I don't know what goes on in a woman's mind, and a woman should have no reason making an excuse like, oh, he's a bad guy, stay away from him. How do you know what he has to offer you in life? A buddy of mine told me that the other night too, the same conversation I had with him. Honestly, I never want any part of a relationship. I never want any part of it until my auntie that night told me this. It was at her house when I lived on Frontenac in Cahokia. It was one night after dinner. We were in our living room table, kind of have a fellowship talk. And she said this, man, Anthony, you're going to make a fine husband. Even my mom agreed to it too. My mom said the same thing. You will make a fine husband. Because you know how to clean and cook, all of that. You will make a fine husband. And I'll be like, dang, she's right. That's what sparked that conversation. And in my mind, honestly, all I really wanted was to spend time with my godmother and my god sister. And it ends up being a problem. I had issues with a certain company known as ATS. All I did was be friends. Because she was there for me when I was down in my days. I was not having a good day. She was there to lift me up. We used to have phones on the phone while I waited for the bus booking a ride, and it ended up being a problem. Because somebody didn't like the idea. And it nearly cost us our friendship. This is why I trust God, because I'm done pursuing. If I can't handle anyone, then I don't deserve to be in love. I don't know what I deserve at this point. If you guys want me to find love, if you guys want me, I heard people tell me not to do that because, I mean, like I said, I've been told not to pursue or date. I'm not allowed to, and God already made that clear with me. He even had to send his servants to tell me that. I don't want to worry. I want to sit back and relax and let the things flow. Look, right now, I'm out in the world. I'll show you where this is Lebanon. This is the field. So I'm here out in the world waiting for further orders from heaven. So for today, I'm going to have to wrap this up real quick because this is starting to get cold. So actually, as I was saying, there should be no reason for women to pursue. And the question that was asked, I welcome it. I just want to sit back and relax and not do nothing. Be myself, which means in category, obey God. I'm trying to die myself daily. That means crucify my flesh and make sure it don't get what it wants. That's what I'm battling. I don't know what I'm allowed to have anymore because I don't have one. Every time I'm close to having something, there's always roadblocks. What am I allowed to go through? What am I allowed to have? I made mistakes in the past. I want to live past this. I let people control my life and look where it got me, nearly thrown in jail. It's like, what am I allowed to have? Am I never gonna get what am I gonna ever get what I wanted? And this is a question. Here's the question I ask, and I'll ask again: what happens if a woman ends up being interested in me? She might talk to her friends about me, tell people about me how great I am. At one point, happens a few years back. There was a woman at Cobblestone, up the road from here. She was actually talking to this guy, and I approached her, and she's like, "Hi, how you doing?" It was like colorful things, wonderful. And this guy tried to get her to go out with me, and said, "Well, this guy will make you happy." And I'm like, I just show up with a smile. And guess what she said? He's too nice and kind. And you know what she said? I will love him, but no. She said this. I want another woman to have him. Wow. That's the first time someone has said that to me. This was when I lived in Lebanon. She said, I want somebody else to have him. Because he's deserved the best. He deserved everything. And she was right about that. So she decided to let me be with someone else that will deserve me. That will be there for me. I will make somebody special. So she didn't want to be with me, so she really said that she wants somebody else to have me, that someone is special. That's exactly what happened to this day. Mind-boggling, isn't it? So basically that points out to this. As long as respect is earned and treated as such, I will do it too. And I will make sure I check myself daily to make sure I don't become a cheater or something that's going to cause me to damage the relationship. I will do my part. And yes, we have a role to play in, but women, ladies, you have a role to play in too. You could pursue too. I see Susan B. Anthony and Rosa Parks, they pursued, and they lived their life and how they did it. They wrote it down in their history book. So it really should be no excuse for you to pursue me. This is why I told God, your word says when two become one. I heard it all the time. I heard from a buddy of mine. I heard a lot of men tell me that. My pastor said it. So I just say that, you know what, I'm done. I give up. And I ask God, if you want me to be in a relationship that much, then you find the one for me, what you see fit. Do whatever you have to make sure I be in a relationship. I just want to be free from pain and misery and trauma. Then I learned that there's always going to be trials and tribulations and trauma while I'm on this earth. Right about that part. So anyway, as I was saying, for women, if you want a man to respect you and treat you much and don't want him to yell at you, then make sure you treat him the same respect he gives you. It applies to spouse, co-workers, bosses, sister, aunts. In this case, godmother and god sister. My mom died, and I wish I didn't do things that I couldn't do. I wish things could have been stopped. If only I knew how to intervene, none of this would never be necessary. And I wouldn't be on this journey where I'm at now. I wouldn't made it this far if I would have been sent here to Lebanon. That's where my healing place, and that's where God wanted me. So I'm just gonna be here for the ride until she gets here. That's why waiting on God is so important. I don't even think about it. I just want to sit back and relax and not worry about it. Some guys will flip out about this, but me, I want to relax because I've never been loved. But there does such thing as have friends and best friends who treat it as such. That's where the healing takes place. This is where I get healed. I want to feel it. If you want something beautiful, I just trust God. And let this be a reminder to all. Action speaks louder than words at this point. Let the pursuit go. I just learned to let it go. I don't want to put myself to it anymore. I want to get free. I want to be free. I want to be on that throne saying, well done, thou faithful servant, enter thou the joy of thy Lord. And if you guys wondering what this tear is in my eye, I'm not crying. It's cold outside right now as heck. So in other words, Back in 2003, well, 2004 really, it was October. I was getting my appointment check, getting my doctor's appointment for school, and this my school doctor asked me this question: "You ever have relation?" I know what the other one meant, but I'm trying to keep it to a minimum because YouTube's new policy copyright, new policy community guideline restrictions. And I looked at my mom and asked her that question: "What does that mean?" And I said, "Oh no, I never had a relation because I had never been in a relationship in my life. One day one day God will direct me to find her, and of course I will do my part as a man. But I don't want to be the one pursuing. Let her pursue what was described in my dream. I personally don't see wrong with it. It's one thing that's been taught at work and school: teamwork. It applies to marriages too. So treat others the way you want to be treated. And it works both ways. Like I said, there are plenty of women who do things they want, but really, you should really pursue me. No reason to pursue. Women can pursue guys. This is the 21st century. This is not the 19th century anymore. We've grown past that. And it may be the 22nd century. I don't know. But that's where we're heading. And I welcome it. I welcome being loved and pursued. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to do much work. I'm not trying to disobey God or nothing, but I'm in the same time, what do you do when you're constantly getting hurt for putting yourself out there daily? What do you do? I approach women so many times, I don't want them to tell them thank you, and then they get attitude, they can feel uncomfortable. You don't know what goes on in a woman's head. I don't know what goes on in her head. So this is why I don't ever pursue relationships. I'm not looking for one. If one is appointed to me by God, I'll take it. Is that the person gonna be there to help lift me up, help grow me, or during my times of trouble and trials and tribulations? If that's gonna help, or that's someone gonna like me for profit, meaning that she wants money to glorify their gain. Because I don't want to be the pursuer and it ends up being stalked and end up being restraining order filed against me. I'd rather leave things alone and let God pursue. That's how things get done. That helps my chance of winning this battle. Alright, let me see what time we're at. I'm about to get ready to go and get ready to go. I will have this video uploaded tonight, and I will be reaching out to the Southgate Church. I'll let them know that I won't be able to attend that conference, but I will be there in spirit through the video, and I'm going to tell them about the video, about my experience with women. Because believe me, I've been through a whole lot of them as a man. But right now, as an autistic man, right now I'm trying to actually, that's a convenient excuse now because I'm trying to get away from that. I'm trying to evolve. Have a good day, everybody. It's Women's Day, Happy International Women's Day, and Women's History Month. So ladies, you can pursue. I don't see no problem with it. Pursue me if it must be. But I will tell you, there will be competition. All I just do is sit there and be me. Meaning obey God and do what I'm told. So as long as I have that, everything's possible. That's why I work on myself daily and to crucify that flesh of mine. Make sure I do what... Okay. Do what I'm told. I really need to get out of here because it's starting to get cold. We're supposed to be in the 50s, almost 40s all day because of the front. Anyway, I shouldn't talk about what I'm talking about. Advice what to give women to learn how to respect and love men. This includes, as a woman, pray for him, forgive him, give him encouragement, give him enlightenment, purify his day, make his day beautiful, make his mind with rainbows and flowers and gorgeous. However you women see fit. It could be your husband, your best friend, sister, brother. It could be sister, aunt, mom, or godmother, god sibling, sister too. Make his mind filled with imagery of love and rainbows. Don't make him become the war beast. Don't make him be mad at you. And if you don't want a man to be mad at you, make sure you treat him the same respect he give him. Treat her that he gives you. Don't make him come after you. Don't make him come after you with anger and fear and resentment. Or other words, you created that jerk, the war beast. That jerk and that jerk, that war beast you created is gonna come after you. And if you don't want that jerk and that horrible war beast to come after you, then maybe you should consider treating him the way you want to be treated, as such. Boils down to it. Don't judge either. Don't assume his life that he's a bad man. What if he wants to come into you and say hi and give you cards and give you hope in days? I get it. Women need to protect themselves too. But there are times men need to protect themselves too. There have been women who hit on me in this town too, and I had to make it clear. Don't pursue me, because I don't see nothing with you. Or unless it's there to train me, to help me grow and help me evolve into the next level, I don't see it. I see nothing with you. Or unless God told her about me, I don't know. I know nothing of a sort. Well, this is the last chapter of this story, and I hope you ladies got a lot of it out of it, of my experience, of my story. This is me talking to you, if I can, because I'm not able to make it in person. This is me verbally talking to you. I hope this video reach out. If you have questions, comment on my YouTube channel, and I will find you one way or another, reach out to you, or to email, that's fine too, or Facebook. If you want. If it's in your heart, you can reach out to me at any time if your heart's desire. I'm not here to force you to like me. I just do this because I'm nice. I don't get no glory or fame from it. It might give me a hug or beauty mark on my cheek, but I'm just doing this to be nice, being me, meaning obey God. Sit still and wait. Meanwhile, I'm trying to learn how to grow. I'm trying to build up, get out of my comfort zone. Did I ever tell you the story? I think I tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. My pastor wanted me to try this peanut butter ice cream, and it was like sour. Like, ugh. Well, I'm about to get ready to get out of here because I got work and it's 9:30 and I really do need to eat something. I haven't ate since this morning. So I hope you all have a great day and stay faithful and stay fruitful and respectful. As there was a truck coming by. And don't forget to subscribe if you're that interested in my content. And again, I will be reaching out to the Southgate Church later tonight, possibly tomorrow morning, or later right now, to let them know what has happened. So, I hope to see you guys soon. Have a good day, and stay prayerful, and don't give up hope, because I'm not giving up. Even if I gotta go to court to do it, I will fight for my rights to live. love, peace, happiness, joy. Check out Galatians chapter 5. And you'll find joy, love, peace, and kindness beyond 22 through 26. You can look it up in the King James.